Have you ever combined sweet potato with black beans in any dish? If you haven't, you're in for a real treat. It's kind of like a match made in heaven. I'm making a sweet potato and black bean tostada. What you want to do is roast some sweet potatoes. If you happen to have leftover roast sweet potatoes, just go ahead and use those. Peel them first. Bizarrely, look, this is one sweet potato, this is the other sweet potato. What? This one weighs like 1.5 pounds and this one weighs like 2 ounces. When they're peeled, just cut them into, they need to be about 1/2-inch slices. You're gonna roast it at 450 degrees, but you want it to cook pretty fast, so cut it into not huge pieces. I'll show you, how's that sound? Good? Well, this little one, I'm just gonna cut in half and then across into 1/2-inch thick slices. Right on a baking sheet, rimmed baking sheet. And then the bigger one, cut it that way, just for easeability. Is that a word? And then quarter. And then into 1/2-inch slices. You want all the slices to be the same size because that makes it easier for everything to cook at the same rate, right? So in general, that's the rule with vegetables. Whatever size you're cutting them, make sure everything is of a similar size. Because I'm making a little Southwestern inspired dish, I'm gonna put a little bit of chili powder on this. But first I'm gonna drizzle with 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil, but actually I think a neutral flavored oil might even be better. And yet I'm not doing it. A teaspoon of chili powder for a little smoky spiciness, and then some salt as well. Toss. I always have a conundrum when I'm tossing on a baking sheet because I actually don't think it's as efficient as using a bowl, but I'm always wanting to avoid using an extra bowl and getting something else dirty. 450 degrees, turning the vegetables over once, about halfway through, for about 30 minutes. For the black bean portion of your black bean and sweet potato tostada, start with cooked beans. You can cook your own if you want. I'm starting with canned beans. And just saute them with a little bit of garlic. I do this all the time at home, basically once a week. And add 1 clove of garlic, minced. Cook it till it's sizzling and fragrant. That can take, 30 seconds to a minute. And then add 1 can of black beans that's been drained and rinsed. And a little bit of water to cook them down and sort of make them, I'm kind of making like a refried bean. Well, I am making a refried bean. 1/2 cup. Ooh, that fat is splattering. These look good. Most of the liquid has been absorbed. Now you can mash them. I like to mash them with the fork or the back of a spoon. Fork actually works a little bit better. I think that looks good. Take the sweet potatoes out. Build your tostadas. I have some delicious garnishes. Cilantro. Pickled jalapenos. Avocado, my favorite food of all time. And lime. So, let's see. Well, obviously you need to cut up your avocado. Around the equator, twist. Delightful. I cut it right in the skin. Cross-hatch pattern. And then you just scoop it out. I usually use a spoon, but a fork works well too. We're all set with that. And then some lime wedges for squeezing on top. A little bit of brightness because it's kind of earthy, the black beans, the sweetness of the sweet potato. The lime is a great balance for that. Tanginess, sweetness, earthiness. This dish literally has it all. I made these tostada shells by brushing them with oil and toasting them at 450 for like 10 to 15 minutes, turning every once in a while, but you can certainly buy some or make tacos. Up to you. And then do some layering. I do like to start with the black beans because it sort of works as a delicious glue. So spread some black beans. And then your sweet potatoes on top of that. Getting excited already. Some avocados, good here. I'll take half an avocado, please. Some pickled jalapeno, just a little bit. You can chop these up if you don't want too much. Or you can use hot sauce and then a little bit of cilantro. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited by this. A great new combination for you guys to try, sweet potato and black bean tostadas. Vegetarian to boot. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.